was that date like for you?
Oh, the date was all right, yeah. Miss Chastity there, Miss Charity.
That's all right.
Chastity there.
It's good to say it wrong.
Or Charity?
Charity's there.
Hey guys, welcome to the Geek Up. Today we're talking the Bachelorette. Men tell all.
Yeah.
So it's like a reunion episode before the finale.
Well, I mean, what the fun? I tell you though, man, they made it seem like it'd be super exciting and dramatic in the previews, and then I watched it and I was like,
It was very disappointing.
yeah, very disappointing.
It was super exciting. They have Charity and all the guys.
Woo! Not all the guys.
Like the most exciting part was
well.
when they were bashing poor Pete there in the beginning, man.
Yeah, who knew about that?
Yeah, I didn't know who the hell Pete was.
Well, this is essentially the Braden show, like every other episode of this.
Yeah,
I mean, they literally talked to Braden for half the episode.
you got to call him the hot seat and everything, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the star of the show, apparently.
Yeah, but I will say, like, you thought there was going to be a lot of drama there with him and the guys, but there really wasn't. Like, they were all kind of cool with each other and, kind of like...
There was some drama.
A little bit, but it seemed like they, like, buried the hatchet amongst each other there with him.
Some of them.
It was, like I said, it was Pete that was, like, got the shit into the stick, man. Where, what was his name? The guy you liked, the firefighter guy. He was like, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
So,
I was like,
I was
what
like, damn.
side of you I haven't seen?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, they do give some pushback to Braden, but Braden kind of, he's able to, like, pivot all the time with this
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, he really kind of, I don't like, there's something about Braden I don't like. I don't think he's...
Egotistical. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
probably.
Yeah, he's
but
definitely did something about it.
this episode actually made him look kind of good.
Well, then of course...
Not like the bad guy. Like
then
he didn't look good.
evidently there's some new love show that he's going to be on, and
Yeah.
they kind of showed us a sneak preview of that. He's making out with some other chick, right? So...
Down in
Yeah.
paradise.
Well, he doesn't have to propose to them on that one, I guess. So.
yeah, maybe not. I don't
See,
know.
that's the other thing. They're taking him and already putting him on another
show.
show.
Yeah.
So clearly he's the star this
He's the
season.
star,
And
yeah.
without Braden, this is fairly boring.
And
Oh,
that
no doubt.
might actually be why they featured him so much too.
Oh, probably so.
So that, it's like, hey, we're going to plug him, get people like talking about him because we're also going to have him on this show.
There is something about that man that people just want to see.
Yeah.
I
Some
don't.
of them damn earrings, man.
That even gets
They even got
discussed.
Jesse a pair.
Yeah, brings in Jesse a
Didn't he
pair.
like start a shop or something about these
Mhm.
or something? Didn't they say
They
that?
said his earrings have their own Facebook page or some shit like
That's
that, or
ridiculous.
Instagram or
Really?
something. Yeah, like
Ridiculous.
Instagram or some page.
Wow. And then
Wow.
and then
Wow.
and then they move on to the F Peter thing, and
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
like,
nuts,
"What
dude.
is this about?"
I
I
was
was
like,
I
which
was a little
one's
lost
Peter
at first.
Like, yeah, I don't even remember that dude, man. Like, I don't really
Well,
get
I
it
went
all.
home very, very early, so
Was
first
he-
night, I think.
Yeah,
Was he the one that came out with the video camera?
I don't know.
Was like, I just want to film our first meeting.
Yeah.
Remember that guy?
Well,
That was
because remember what's his name, man? Freaking cowboy guy's like, hell, who the hell is this guy over here? Like, what are you doing here?
him?
Yeah, and I mean, then who Braden like apparently told him what that is.
What
Yeah.
The
FP was.
FP,
And he's like, my family saw that, and everybody saw that, and they're like, dude, you were all about yourself from the beginning. You were trying to freaking say
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, right?
Yeah.
But then when they were saying that stuff, he didn't deny. He just kind of sat there like, meh, like whatever. So
Thanks for telling on me,
Yeah,
guys.
right, exactly. Yeah, so obviously it was probably true. So
I mean, I can't imagine there'd be that much animosity where they're putting this in a message, and then the way
They all banded together.
the Aaron, the
against him.
firefighter,
Yeah.
reacts or
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I'm like, wow.
yeah, man. When the firefighter guy called him a bitch, I was like, man. That
And I
guy's,
mean, his
you know,
reasoning sounded, I'm like, okay, that's kind of
Mhm.
messed up, I guess.
I
But
guess you can call him a bitch for that.
mhm.
yeah, so do you know what he was saying he was doing to earn the FP?
Yeah, he was like, I guess he was like, didn't they say he was like starting to make his own T-shirts? He was like trying to start his own brand off his 2 seconds
Yeah.
of fame from the show, basically.
Yeah, basically, he wasn't there for charity. He was there. To
I think he was
Right.
asking people initially, like, who's fake here or whatever as
Yeah.
well, right off the bat. And he's like, dude, I don't have no idea.
And they was because they're like, you're the fake.
Yeah.
But Xavier apologizes for it. And I thought that was a very classy move by
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
It
it
was,
was good.
yeah.
Xavier's a good dude, man. I mean, he screwed up in
Yeah.
that last episode he was in, but I mean, he's a good dude.
Well, and this is where I feel bad for Xavier because the way he kind of explains it is like I wasn't good with my words, and I wish I could kind of like tell you how I was feeling, but it didn't really come out right, and that's kind of
I realized
feel for
watching
him.
it back, it looks like I said, yeah, it'd be hard not to cheat on you. And you took that and you were
Right.
like, that's probably bad. But I didn't really mean it that way.
Like I meant, like if you're my wife, I wouldn't cheat on you. You know?
Yeah.
So that's not what you said, bro. That's not what you said.
I couldn't find the right words.
And Charity comes at him kind of hard.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they pull him on the hot seat to talk Charity. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's not really pulling her punches with him too much.
No. Well, to be honest, like she'd had multiple conversations with them as a group and with him personally about her biggest fear and insecurity is being cheated on because she's had that in past relationships. And the fact that he's done it in a serious relationship multiple times with the same person,
Oh yeah.
like that should have come up.
And I gotta say, like that conversation, like I don't know what he was thinking. It wasn't well thought out,
No.
and
No.
it obviously did not reassure Charity. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, then you had Sean just calling himself up to the hot seat, man. He's like, can
Well-
I come up there and chat with you?
Well,
I
Xavier
don't
said
like
he
Sean.
needed therapy from this.
Yeah, I don't know about
Saw
that.
therapy. I
Yeah,
mean, that's what he
that's
said.
true.
and
They say he did, yeah.
I mean, he does seem very heartbroken by this, and
Yeah, he said he thought of things about it all the time, you know. It's like, not a day goes by, I don't think about it. And like,
he's
bro.
still in love with her,
Yeah.
and he knitted a rose for
That's
her.
right, knitted a little rose.
You know he's gonna knit something. So
That's sweet.
That was sweet of him.
I mean, I don't know why
I
he
don't know
just
what she's gonna do with
I don't
that
know why he didn't
rose.
have the rose in his pocket and said, "Hey,
I
I'll be right
wondered
back." And
that
people are like,
too.
Right, like, where the hell is this guy going?
I wondered that too. I was like, how hard is it for you to stuff that in
See,
your pocket?
and that's the other way the stupid previews got you. They made it look like he was like
walking
storming
off
out of the
mad,
stage.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, and it's like, come on, man.
yeah, they were messed up the way they dealt with
Uh-huh.
that. But I don't know why he didn't stash it in his pocket. I thought he might. I was like, I hope this guy doesn't do something dumb and like go get like a ring and get on one knee or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe production told him he'd have to get up and go get it, and that way they could do the preview.
Yeah,
and then,
maybe they're like,
storming off.
oh, we got the drama piece. I don't know.
That's right.
But yeah, Charity comes out and she kind of sits with everyone, as you're saying. Like Sean does, like invite himself up to the stage, and that was this is like a very
Dude.
Sean move. So
I have never felt Sean to be authentic.
No.
I've always felt him like trying to be almost like a Braden scenario, just not dramatic. about
Well,
it.
speaking of Brad, I'll tell you, it was great though. So in the very beginning, when they're showing all the clips, then it shows Braden talking about Sean's butt chin. He's like, Greg. I was like, man, I wonder what Sean's thinking sitting there as this shit's
Right,
being
it's
said,
like,
you know?
you
So
know.
that was funny.
yeah, I mean, he says all the right things, though, right?
He's there for attention.
Yeah,
I don't
he's-
think
yeah, I think he's there
I
for
don't
attention.
think he feels anything towards her.
I tell you, the guys can't like him from like
Oh,
the
yeah.
moves he pulls, like what he did on the show, and him inviting himself on the stage. People are like, "What makes you so special and different than the rest of us?
Yeah.
Chill
Right.
out and have your seat."
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That's why
So-
Jesse's finally like, dude, what the hell are you doing up here? Get your ass back here.
It's
You
like, what
broke
is
the
this?
cardinal rule.
That's right.
That was a little awkward, but I mean,
He's like, you don't
again,
call yourself the hot seat. I call you the hot
Mhm.
seat. Get your ass back.
he got a pretty good applause and stuff from the ladies, though. I think that they're into.
I don't know why.
They like
because his
I'm not-
abs. He's good. He's a good kin.
they like Shrek, man. They're all Shrek fans, you know.
I'm a Shrek fan.
There you go.
And I'm kind of in on him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm in on
figure.
Sean.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tanner gets a lot of love from the audience too.
What's funny is that we don't have the same type.
Yeah, all right.
Tanner gets a lot of love from the
Yeah,
audience.
I
does.
like
Well,
Tanner.
Tanner's a good dude, man.
Yeah,
Tanner's
Tanner's
a
a good
Like,
dude.
he's authentic, genuine guy. You know, he's kind of like Xavier in that mode, right? He's just a good guy. So,
Yeah.
except he didn't have a story about cheating on his ex.
We didn't,
Well, he
get,
didn't
into,
get chosen.
we didn't get into whatever the hometown issue was with him though. Like cuz that kind of came up with that whole she couldn't see them going back to the hometown. Remember?
Oh yeah, that never came up. Yeah,
We never
like
really
there was gonna be an issue with her being black and
Yeah.
all that. And yeah, that never came up
So-
here.
we never talked about that. So we don't really
Right.
know what happened there, but
But guess who we did get to see for that date though? The boat captain. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's back,
That's right.
and he's his typical self, right? Because he's
Yeah.
like calling her Chastity.
Yeah. She's like Charity. He's like, yep, Miss Chastity.
I think he called her Cherry at one point
Yeah.
or something. I'm like, what is this dude's deal?
I like that they brought him to this.
Oh yeah, that was cool. And then of course they're like, all right, man. Well, since Rose didn't get given out that time, you get to give it. So then he gives it to Sean, of course.
So
you know,
he's smitten by Sean
Oh yeah,
too.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
about
Well,
Sean.
I thought he was. Yeah, Tanner was the one that was shy on the boat. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. He's
That's
into
what Sean
Sean.
wouldn't
What
shut
can you
up.
say?
Right.
He needs to be the host or something. I don't
There
know.
you go.
I don't know if he could follow
Yeah.
like a train of thought.
Right, he definitely couldn't get everybody's names.
But they talk to John too, and John's like, "Take me back."
Yeah. Yeah, he did
So,
say that.
he's another good guy.
Yeah,
John's a good
I
dude,
like
man.
him.
Well, that was a dude, but then Braden's thing was awesome. Braden's like, bruh, he's like, I was watching the whole thing, man. You were doing great.
Yeah, I did like that Braden. So he's like, I was impressed with what you were saying.
He's like, I liked your conversation. I heard
He's
the
like,
whole
I
thing.
listened to the whole thing. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
But you interrupted my conversation. Don't worry about it. You got your point across. It was great.
That's right. It was great.
And I did like where Braden's like, I just want to clarify when he said step on the gas, there was no one in the car. He's saying that to nobody.
There was nobody in the driver's seat.
Step on the gas.
He made sure to like point that out.
Mhm.
So
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that would have been funny to see Aaron's reaction to that, but obviously Aaron's not there.
Yeah.
So
Somebody
Yeah.
stepped on the gas in my car today, though. Got my car stolen today, by the way.
poor Billy.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I was not happy. Not happy. I'm going to kill him when I find him.
New car coming in your future,
Yeah.
maybe.
No, it's an upgrade time.
Yeah, I guess.
They say it's a great time to buy a car.
Yeah, it's not. It definitely is not.
But they show the kin scenes and they show the dodgeball scenes. We kind of seen all that before.
Mhm, yeah.
I mean, a quarter of this is like them just showing.
They
old
show
clips.
like bloopers and behind the
They
scenes.
do
Yeah, exactly.
eventually get to the bloopers.
Bloopers.
Boopers. And then boopers.
The bloopers, which we haven't seen, that are kind of like funny.
Use this one at one time later today.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you.
I like how Braden was doing something. He's like, "That's a wrap!" When the lights.
Freaking pound sand. LBS sand, baby. LBS. That's a wrap.
And the one scene where like the freaking background fell on
Yeah,
them.
the
They're like,
set
oh,
seems
Out
to
of
fall
nowhere,
apart
like
a
I was
lot.
like, "What is this?"
and cheap set.
Well, that's because they're spending all this money flying them around the world.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's like construction sounds going on. And he's like, "Are you
Yeah.
building the set here? What the heck is going on?"
Or like when Sean was getting interviewed and like everybody's talking loud in the background. He's like, what the hell? I'm talking here.
And then the OGs come in
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
from season 1, 4, and 9.
Yeah. I remember I watched season 1 and I really rooted for them and they're still together.
Yeah.
That's great. And then I
Yeah.
watched, what was it? Season 1? Who was it?
4 and 9. It was Trista, Desiree, and Deanna.
So I watched Trista's and Deanna's season. I don't know who Trista is. So
Well, Deanna got divorced, right? She's single now.
yeah, that didn't last.
Well,
But she got two
Trista-
kids.
Single.
Trista, I think, is from season 1. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I watched that season.
Oh, I thought you said I did.
No, and the other season I watched was Deanna. I think those are the only 2 seasons of The Bachelorettes I've watched.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, and then they're going to do something new and do the Golden Bachelor.
Gary.
Gary.
Gary coming on. Gary.
Gary.
I tell you what, man. Gary's story was a tearjerker. Brought a little tear to my eye there.
it brought a lot of tears. I'm like full blown sobbing.
Seemed like he's a
I
good
was
dude.
like,
man.
that's sad.
But I tell you what's funny though, man. Like when Gary was younger, he was a goofy, nerdy looking dude. But now that he's an old man, he's an attractive old
He
man.
got better
Yeah.
with age.
Yeah.
for
So what do you
sure.
think about this concept?
I think it's cool, I guess, you know. And when they were talking about, hey, we're going to see some overnights, I was like, please no. I hope not.
We didn't. I mean, I don't mind seeing like the lead up to the overnight. We didn't really see anything in these overnights either. You know, they just show him going in the room and a picture of her shoes on the floor, like she took her shoes off, guy. So you're not really gonna see anything.
Yeah, I hope
You
not.
don't have to
Maybe
watch
some
it, though.
knitting. Xavier might be jealous.
That's
But I think the concept is cool, and I think
it's
this
definitely
is what
cool.
the show needs, like to freshen
Change
up a
it
little
up.
bit.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So I'm intrigued. I'll
Can
watch
I
it.
tell you, overall, I'm not impressed with this season, man. I'm really not.
Not impressed with the show. Like I think you said it best when you said they're just not keeping up with the times. Like they're I mean, this is a 20-year-old show at this point, and
It hasn't evolved too much. So yeah, you looking forward to the
But the Golden Bachelor
finale?
seems
Yeah.
interesting. Definitely seems interesting. The finale, yeah. I mean, at this point, yeah, might as well. At least get
it's
it.
gonna be dramatic.
Now,
though.
what I am not happy with is it's going to be 3 freaking hours. Like, really? 3 hours? It's like, come on, man. Like, get the hell out of here with that crap. 3 freaking hours.
Well, you want them to get to know them, there, and now you complain.
Right.
Billy's like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. 3
we
hour
don't need
finale.
to get to know him. She needs
He
to
does.
get to
Yeah,
know him.
exactly. and then of course in the previews, she's talking to her mom, and she's like, "I can't make a decision." Her mom's like, "Well, you're gonna have to." "Well, help me, Mom." "Well, no, you do it yourself." And it's like, dude, you know who you're gonna choose.
Grow
this
up,
one.
man.
Come on, man.
Well,
Yeah,
let's not
exactly.
forget what Aaron or whatever is still around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
why is he there?
Exactly. He's a clown.
Why?
What the
Yeah.
chances she chooses him after dissing have to be extremely low.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is this like one last thing to throw some kind of drama into it?
And I kind of wish
Yeah.
that they had mentioned something like that to Xavier when they were doing the thing. They're like,
Why
you
was
were
that
the-
not brought up? I
Yeah,
didn't
you
hear.
were the third person
Mhm.
to go, and then Aaron was dismissed before that. Whereas, had she known all this information about you and your affairs, that maybe she would have taken Aaron to begin with, and you wouldn't have gone.
Well, that's the thing too. You notice they didn't talk about any of the 3 finalists at all. Their
No.
names were never
That's
mentioned.
true.
Nothing. Not once were they mentioned during this. So
Well, I mean, too much Braden talk. They didn't have time.
I mean, it's a 2-hour show. Like, what
Well,
are they going to do?
except where he's talking about Aaron's telling him to step on the gas, right? That was the only time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so that's interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who she chooses, but like,
And
she's
I
in
am
love with
torn
all 3 of
between
them,
the two.
apparently.
So
Hmm?
I'm really torn between Dotton and Joey.
yeah,
so.
I am too. But I think she's gonna choose Dotton, but I'm definitely torn between the two.
Yeah, I think she chooses Dotton. That makes the most sense. They click. There was some level of doubt, even though they kind of cleared up the doubt with Joey, but Joey still has this concern of being not himself around other people, and like I don't know.
He's abusive behind
Yeah.
the scenes.
He's right.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. He said that. But yeah, he's being kind of cryptic, and at least what they're showing us, and like there's something about him that he's not saying.
Dotton is the safe
Dotton's-
one,
yeah.
but
He's definitely
Joey's
safe
the fun one.
I bet she had a lot of fun with Dotton though. So
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they are doing fun things.
Right.
Not doing fun things with Joey, but Joey is making it fun.
yeah, that's
She
true.
didn't need to go bungee jumping with Joey.
Mm.
Yeah, she gives him
She
butterflies.
chooses.
man.
Come on, she chooses.
He gives her
Dotton.
butterflies. Yeah, she used Dotton.
Dotton.
I think Dotton is the safe one, but I just think there might
Do
be
you wanna
hope for
choose Joey?
Joey.
Do you
I
want
don't really care
Joey?
for Joey. Joey's a goofball.
You want Aaron?
But
No, all these guys. I'll take Sean, Tanner.
Braden, man.
No,
Not Sean.
not that guy.
Mm-mm. Not that guy.
All right.
she's
Well,
Dotton.
one more episode
Yeah.
to go.
And then what do we got? Like another week or two, man. We got some ultimatum.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Ultimatum is next.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
That's our take on it, everybody. Please, now that we're one episode away, let us know what you think. Who's going to win here? Team Dotton, and whether he wants to admit it or not, I think he's going with Dotton as well. But hey, as always, we love talking with you guys. Hit that like and subscribe buttons, and we will check you on our next review.
See ya.
Bye.